Bjorn BLONDAL, welcome to our Mediabox platform.
Thank you.
Your report on local democracy in Lithuania is just adopted in the plenary session of the Congress. We know that this is a report prepared following the third monitoring visit of Congress. So what are your outcomes from this visit?
Well, the assessment of the state of local democracy in Lithuania is rather positive, actually, and in many ways you have to praise them for what they've done, because it's a very young democracy, of course, having only been independent since 1991. And what we feel is that there is general will to basically have this tier of government functional, but there are of course some nuances that need to be polished a bit, as always. But general assessment is positive on the development there.
So would you like to also clarify or underline some, let's say, points that should be improved or
well, there is the point that I think you can read in every report that is made about financial autonomy and the financial resources that municipalities have, and that is of course something that needs to be strengthened there in Lithuania. However, it must be said that steps have been taken in that direction. And this is always the question: should the financial resources be independent, or is it something that is kind of handed out to you by state? My opinion is that it's always better. The more independent it is, the better. That is one issue that is reoccurring in all the monitoring reports, I think, There are also, and that is also a financial point, because there is a cap on how much, there's a very low cap on how much municipalities can borrow for their development projects, which is obviously quite restraining in regards to, I mean, you need to be able to have access to the capital market for development of your area. But the positive response to that from the Vice Minister of Interior, who was our guest here, of course, shows that the report is being reviewed in Lithuania by the state government, and also that they have already taken steps towards improving those points that we make on these financial issues, and I think that it's really positive that the Vice Minister came here and stated that in a speech here in the forum, because it shows that there is relevance. The Congress has relevance, and these reports are actually of importance.
Yeah, it means that it's a very good and crucial feedback from the governmental side, as we understood well. So could you?
And I also, if I may add, I think that I know that from having reports on local democracy in Iceland. I mean, this is a valuable item in our conversation with the state government on how to improve local democracy. So the relevance is clear, in my opinion.
And how to improve the local democracy in Lithuania? So could you please also summarize some of your recommendations that you also mentioned in the report?
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned the financial status.
Yes.
We actually praised them for having implemented direct election of mayors, which is a big improvement. We pointed out that there is a lack of regional level there, and because of the kind of size of the municipalities there, and also that they are quite different, the situation is quite different. I mean, you have strong municipalities around the cities, but the more rural municipalities might have problems in fulfilling their engagements. A regional level could actually help the local level in basically administrating their tasks and to kind of have a balanced level of service throughout the country. So, and the response from the minister on that was, I mean, obviously not something that they're going to do right away, and I see that they want to like involve more like the private sector, and that is fine, but that is not maybe the democratic way that we are suggesting. So those 2 points. Also, we point out that the status of the capital Vilnius maybe would be better off if it was somehow put in legislation, that it had a clear status of what is expected of them and what they get in return. Also, that was not something that is obviously high on the agenda at state level. But hopefully, I mean, we just have to keep reminding them, and this is improvements that we believe will be better. So that's our job, to try to point it out.
Thank you for your contribution to the Mediabox, Mr.
Thank you very
Rapporteur.
much.